Hey gang, and welcome to another video for our 35 Factory 5 hot rod truck build. Today's video we're going to be talking about cooling system. If you saw the previous video, this one I do have my engine and powertrain installed, and now I have all the cooling system hooked up. And I just want to kind of show you what I did with the cooling system and see if you can actually grab any tricks or tips of what I did. So if I want to show you, I'll take the camera here from my lovely assistant. So here's the upper cooling system. Again, I actually used all the Factory 5 hardware and parts that came in the kit. So here we got coming off the radiator, and then I did use the flex tube. And I actually kind of like these universal couplings here. They have different sleeves for different diameters inside to fit most applications. And honestly, I like them. They worked out fairly well. So the upper side, I really like, have no issues with it. It went together really straightforward. Cutting this was no problem. I used just a cutoff wheel. And it went fairly smooth. And then I have my hose running over to my overflow tank, and then I have a overflow tube running down the vehicle there. So everything upside is pretty set. Let me lift the vehicle up in the air, and then I'll show you the below side. Below side I wasn't as happy with, but it still worked out. So hang on a second, I'll get the hot rod up in the air. All right, we have her up in the air here, and so here's my lower radiator attachment, and we have our steel flex tube. You have to actually, and this is the way the manual kind of calls out, come underneath, kind of come up through here, and then go up to your connection. Of course, I'm using a small block Ford, so that's how my system hooks up. I understand that there's many different engine assemblies that you can put into these hot rods, so they have to kind of make a universal system. The steel corrugated tube works fairly well. There are some really kind of tight bends right here, and I did have to put some straps to keep the hose away from different areas. But all in all, I think it's going to work. Obviously, I have not started my motor up to check for any leaks, but the bottom side, I'm happy with it. I would like to have something a little bit more for this type of application, but we'll see how it goes. So not too terrible. And again, like I said, I just cut everything as far as the steel corrugated hose goes. I just cut that with a cutoff wheel. You could use a bandsaw or a hacksaw or a sawzall or whatever you have available. So all in all, not too bad of a project to do to hook up your cooling system. Pretty straightforward, and it's going to be different depending on your application. Again, I'm running a small block Ford, a 302, so this is how I did my system, and I used all the parts and fasteners that came with the Factory 5 kit. So pretty decent, not too bad. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. I'm going to be doing videos like this all throughout my build, and make sure you share it with your friends and family. I really appreciate it. But remember, gang, if you put your mind to it, you can do anything. All right, gang, take care and see ya.